Maybe it's the loneliness of the hour that makes me keep coming back to your profile. At 3 a.m., the world feels empty and your pictures fill that void. They remind me that I'm not alone, even if I'm just one of many people who look at you and wonder what might be. There's something haunting about 3 a.m., a time when the world is asleep but my mind is wide awake. I scroll through your profile because it feels like the only thing that brings me peace, even though I know it's not a solution to anything. It's just a fleeting moment of connection. Every night, when the world goes quiet, I find myself drawn to your profile. At 3 a.m., it feels like there's no one else but you and me. I wonder if you feel this pull too, or if I'm the only one left awake in the silence, trying to make sense of everything I feel. The night amplifies everything, and I find myself lost in your profile at 3 a.m., trying to understand why I'm so captivated by you. It's like I'm searching for something, some hidden meaning behind the words you share. But the more I look, the more I find myself lost in the mystery. It's 3 a.m., and once again, I'm scrolling through your profile. There's an odd comfort in the way your presence lingers in my thoughts, even when I don't want it to. Maybe I'm just trying to understand what it is about you that keeps me coming back for more. When I look at your profile at 3 a.m., it's not just curiosity that drives me. It's a deeper pull, something I can't quite explain. The night makes everything feel more intense, more intimate, and in that silence, I find myself connecting with you in a way that I can't during the day. I don't know why, but there's something about 3 a.m. that makes me feel like I need to watch your profile. Maybe it's because the world is asleep and I can finally allow myself to feel the things I've been pushing aside all day. It's the only time when my thoughts feel free. At 3 a.m., it feels like the world pauses and I'm left with nothing but my thoughts and your profile. I can't explain why I keep coming back to it, but there's something about your energy that pulls me in, making me question everything I thought I knew. The stillness of 3 a.m. gives me the space to reflect, and when I find myself on your profile, it's like I'm searching for something I can't quite put into words. Maybe it's the way your posts make me feel, or maybe it's the connection that lingers between us, even if it's unspoken. It's 3 a.m. again, and I'm watching your profile, wondering why you have such a hold over me. I should be asleep, but instead my mind races with thoughts of you. There's something magnetic about your presence, something that I can't ignore no matter how hard I try. 3 a.m. has a way of making everything feel more intense, more real. And every night, I find myself drawn to your profile, wondering if you feel the same way I do. Maybe we're both awake, both lost in the quiet of the night, trying to make sense of our feelings. I can't explain why, but every time 3 a.m. rolls around, I find myself on your profile. It's like a habit I can't break, a need to understand more about you. The silence of the night makes everything feel more personal, and your posts are like a glimpse into a world I can't reach. At 3 a.m., I find myself scrolling through your profile, wondering why I feel so connected to you. It's strange, really, how the night makes everything feel more intimate. I wonder if you ever think about me, or if I'm just another face in your feed. There's something about 3 a.m. that makes everything feel so raw. I watch your profile because it's the only thing that makes sense in the quiet of the night. Your presence lingers in my mind, even when I'm not looking at your posts. It's like you've taken root in my thoughts. Why do I keep watching your profile at 3 a.m.? Maybe it's because the world feels quieter and I'm left alone with my thoughts. In those moments, I can't help but wonder if you feel the same pull toward me, or if it's all just a one-sided feeling I can't shake. At 3 a.m., there's something that draws me to your profile. It's like the night creates a space where I can finally let my guard down and think about you without distraction. Your words, your photos, they all speak to something deep inside me, something I can't ignore. I don't know why, but at 3 a.m., I find myself staring at your profile. Maybe it's because the silence makes everything feel more intense. Your presence on my screen feels like a connection I can't put into words, like we're both awake in the quiet of the night, sharing something unspoken. It's strange how at 3 a.m. everything else fades away, and all that's left is your profile on my screen. I don't know what I'm looking for, but there's something about your energy that keeps pulling me back over and over again in the stillness of the night. There's something about the quiet stillness of 3 a.m. that makes it impossible to not think of you. I find myself scrolling through your profile, trying to make sense of what draws me to you. Is it the mystery, the connection that feels too deep for words, or just the longing for something more than just a screen between us? At 3 a.m., the world seems to disappear, leaving just your profile in front of me. It's as if time slows down, allowing me to reflect on all the thoughts I've been too afraid to voice. I wonder what you're thinking, if you're feeling the same way, or if I'm simply lost in the emptiness of my own emotions. I can't help but wonder what keeps me awake at night, scrolling through your posts. Maybe it's the way your presence fills the silence, or the way your words seem to echo my deepest desires. 3 a.m. isn't just about being awake, it's about being unable to escape the pull of your energy. The clock strikes 3 a.m., and once again, I find myself staring at your profile. It's like your energy calls to mine in the dead of night, and I'm left questioning why I'm so captivated by every little thing you share. Do you even know how much of a hold you have over me, or is it all just in my head? When the world is asleep, I can't help but get lost in your profile. It's as if the night gives me permission to explore the thoughts and feelings I can't express during the day. Each post, each photo brings me closer to understanding why I'm so drawn to you at this hour. I don't know what it is about 3 a.m., but it's when I'm most vulnerable, most open to the feelings I usually suppress. And it's then that I find myself watching your profile, wondering if you're feeling the same things or if I'm just imagining a connection that might not exist. Something about the quiet hours of the morning makes me search for answers in your profile. It's as though I'm trying to decode your every word, your every gesture, searching for the truth that seems to elude us during the day. What is it about you that keeps pulling me in at this hour? At 3 a.m., I find myself staring at your pictures, wondering what's going on in your life. I wonder if you're awake too, feeling the same sense of curiosity and longing. There's a silent connection between us, one that neither of us speaks about, but that's too strong to ignore. There's a vulnerability in the middle of the night that's hard to explain. I watch your profile, not because I want to invade your privacy, but because your presence in my life feels like an unanswered question. At 3 a.m., I'm searching for answers that seem so far away. The stillness of 3 a.m. gives me the space to reflect, and all my thoughts lead back to you. Why do I keep coming back to your profile, scrolling through your pictures like they hold the answers to questions I haven't even asked yet? Maybe it's the unknown that keeps me awake. I've been staring at your profile at 3 a.m. for reasons I can't fully explain. Maybe it's the way your words seem to speak to my soul, or how your pictures seem to capture something I've been searching for in my own life. The night is my only escape, and you're a part of that escape. The world is quiet, and in the stillness, your profile is the only thing that stands out. At 3 a.m., when everything else is asleep, I wonder if you're awake too. Do you ever think about me, or am I just another stranger passing through your feed? The questions never stop. 3 a.m. is the time when my thoughts seem to spiral the most. I find myself looking at your profile, wondering if you can feel my gaze through the screen. Do you ever wonder about me too? Or am I just another person lost in the vastness of social media. I can't explain why, but every night, without fail, I find myself watching your profile at 3 a.m. It's like a magnetic pull that draws me in, keeping me there longer than I should. What is it about you that keeps me coming back for more, even when I'm not sure what I'm hoping to find? There's something surreal about 3 a.m. The quiet of the night makes me feel like I can connect with your energy in a way that I can't during the day. I scroll through your profile, hoping to understand more about you, about us, but the answers never seem to come. At 3 a.m., everything feels more intense, more real. And that's when I end up on your profile, wondering if you're out there somewhere thinking about me too. It's strange, isn't it? The way the night makes everything feel more personal, more intimate, even when we're miles apart. It's like a ritual now. 3 a.m. rolls around and I find myself looking through your profile again. I don't know what I'm searching for, but there's something comforting about knowing that, for that moment, I'm connected to you in some way, even if it's just through a screen.